welcome back. This time I'll be teaching you about rows. Before that, I have to correct my initial mistake. Like in the last lecture, I taught you something about label. I forgot that I had imported a material thing. So by default, label has a color of white. So right now, if you like center it with respect to the parents, like I write anchors dot center in parent. So it should appear in the center of the screen, right? But if you see, nothing will be visible right now. See, nothing is visible, right? That's because by default the color of label is white. So I have to manually set the color to be black. So you can either write black or you can write hash 0, which is the hex code for black, right? So if I now run it, you can see that ABC is visible. Let's increase the font size a bit. So I'll say font dot point size and let's say 20, right? So it will be visible. And now if you see, yeah, it's visible now. So sorry for that. If you don't want to do it, if you like don't want to give a color every time, you can like import something called a theme. Now this is a material theme. Like there are different types of themes. One is basic, one is imagine, one is fusion, one is material. Now this theme gives it a color. Just yeah, let's keep the size as it is, and now let's run it. If you see, I've omitted the color, but the material theme has a default color, right? So that's why it was displaying black in the last video. So I overlooked it, sorry for that. Now in this video I'll be teaching you about rows. Like what if you want two labels to appear side by side, right? Like if I show you the whiteboard, just a minute. Yeah, see, here's the issue, right? Just a minute. Suppose this is the window, right? And you want two text to appear side by side, or let's say two rectangle, one with some color and the other with another color. One way is to like position it, like set its anchor to left and anchor to top, and give some margin. Same for this, like anchor top and anchor right, or anchor left and giving it some margin. Like it's a lot of work, right? One other way is using something called row. Now, for a row, you need to say, hey, this will be a row. There is no color to this, but inside that row, there will be two elements with some gap between each, right? So, if I show you more properly, this is the window. We'll be saying, hey, this is an imaginary row. It will be positioned here in the center. Inside this, there will be two elements, two rectangles, and they will have some spacing between them, some gap. Now, this is the like power of a row. You can have as many elements as you want. There can be three, there can be four. Like if you expand the row, now you can have as many elements as you want, and all of them will appear on the same line, like on the same horizontal line. So we'll be using this one today, and in the next video, I'll show you like I'll build a cool project for you, right? So let's get started. Now let's say we are having a row. Now the row will be positioned in the center of the window, right? So I'll say anchors dot center in parent. Now it should also have a spacing. Let's say a spacing of 2. This spacing is just the gap between the elements in the row. Now let's say we have a rectangle with width of let's say 50 and height of 50 and color let's say red, and another rectangle with width let's say 100 and height let's say 100 and color uh, let's say any random color. Like I don't know what this is. Let me check. This is blue, yeah. So let's see. As you I guess both of them should be of the same width and height, right? Otherwise it will look bad. But As you could see, they are both centered in the window and they are appearing side by side. This gap between them, this gap is actually the spacing which we provided here, right? So row is a very powerful way of like putting two elements side by side, right? Now, if you have guessed it, if there is something called row, there should also be something called column, right? So what could a column be? Let's say this is a window and I want text to appear here. Let's say some text, right? And below this, there should be a button. On clicking on this button, let's say the button says click me. On clicking on this button, this text changes to something like hey or something, right? So if you see clearly, like these two elements are vertically aligned, right? This text and just below this text there is a button, right? So these are vertically aligned. So to vertically align two elements, we can use something called a column. So for example, let's say we want a text here, we want a button here, we also want a button here. So one way of doing that, let me like show clearly. Let's say we want three buttons, or let's take three rectangles, right? That will be easier. One way of doing this is to set its top and set its left. Instead of top right, let's say its horizontal center is center of the parent's horizontal center, right? You remember horizontal center, right? And its top has some margin. This also is centered horizontally and the top has some margin, obviously more margin. Same for this element, its top will have even more margin, or you can choose the bottom, whichever is convenient for you, and its horizontal center, right? But this is also very tedious. One way of doing that, which is easier, is to set a column. Now the column is placed center to its window, or you can like give this column also some top margin, some left margin, right? This is also a component. You can also set the anchors of this one, right? Now inside this column, you can place these rectangles with some spacing. What is spacing? Spacing is nothing but the gap you want to be between each element, right? So this is a column. Let's try it out. Let's say instead of row, I'll just replace it with column, right? Now the column will be placed center to the parent, and these two rectangles will be just one above the other, right? Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, one rectangle is above the other, right? Obviously the first one, I thought this was straight. Just a minute. Yeah, this is it. Just a minute. Yeah, now see, one rectangle is above the other, right? This is a column. Now there can also be a row inside of a column. For example, let's say we keep a row here, right? Now inside this row there are two rectangles, and the color, let's say, these are some random colors, right? So now, can you guess what will happen? Like if I indent it properly. See, there is a column. This column has two elements. One is a row, the other is a normal rectangle, right? Inside of the row, there are two elements. Let's see, let's try to guess what can happen. Like first, there is the window. Inside a window, there is a column, right? Inside a column, there is a row and a plain rectangle with some color. Inside the row, there are two rectangles. So this should appear, right? Let's try to run it once. Like in the first row, there will be two rectangles. Just below that, there will be another rectangle. See, now you might be wondering why is this rectangle not aligned properly, right? Like, so if you like, uh, just a minute. If I give some spacing here, it will be more clear. Now, yeah. Now, if you like see clearly, like if I try to bring this more close, you can see that uh, this alignment is a problem, right? Like we wanted it to appear something like this third rectangle should have been in the center of both of these, right? So one way of achieving this is just centering both of them with the respect to the column, right? But that's a problem, like you cannot center both of them. Like the problem with that would be that this is the window, just a minute, this is the column, and both the row and the rectangle are in the center, right? So to fix this, like if we want that this is the window, this is the column, here is the row, and here is the rectangle, and the elements are like this, right? So uh, I hope you can think of something along the terms of horizontal center, right? So I'll be setting that for, I'll set the horizontal center of both is parent dot horizontal center. I hope you guys can guess this now, right? Why anchors dot center would not work, and we should have used horizontal center, right? See, now it's centered. Like I'll tell you why center would not work. If you just copy it, you will see they are overlapping. The row and the rectangle are overlapping because we are forcing them to be in the center of the column. Yeah, if you see, this is overlapping, right? So that's the problem. So I hope this is clear to you guys. And in the next video, I'll be showing you how to build a button, like, sorry, not a button, like a basic increment project. Like if you click on this button, it will increment, and if you click on this, the number will decrease, right? I'll show you how to build this one, right? So see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.